Yo, what up, y'all? Yo, forgive my Brooklyn, but I gotta talk about some things that a lot of people probably not gonna agree with. So I ain't even first of all, I ain't even know the Grammys is on last. I wake up this morning and I see that they arrested Killer Mike for some bullshit, some misdemeanor shit at the Grammys, probably was with his family and all that. They violated. And as I'm scrolling, I'm wondering why it's not really a whole lot more people talking about that. But then I realized it's because Hove got on stage and said some things, and that's overshadowing everything. So I'm gonna speak about Hove real quick, but we're gonna get back to them violating and arresting Killer Mike tomorrow. How y'all watch the Grammys and watch Hove get up there and say what he say, and don't realize that he slapped the Grammys just like Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. The Grammys slighted his woman, and he got up there and did the same thing. Only difference is Hove had a little more time to prepare. This is obviously something that he's thought about, him and B have talked about, and he probably told her, if they do it again this year, B, I'm gonna say something. I got to. And she probably the one that told him to take Blue Ivy with him to keep him grounded. You see, he looked at her and grabbed her hand. This is so he don't completely wild out on the Grammys and the powers that be. But it's the same thing. Hove didn't have a single person to take out his anger on. It's an entity. It wasn't standing in front of him, and it wasn't spur of the moment. With Will, it was spur of the moment. Chris Rock was standing right there. And don't get me wrong, I still stand on the fact that that whole slap looks very scripted. It still looks, if I Google it right now, look at it, it looks very scripted to me. It doesn't look natural. Um, there are people whose first instinct is not to fight back when they get hit. I wouldn't have, for whatever reasons, I wouldn't have assumed that Chris Rock was one of those people that could just take a slap and not even, that he wasn't expecting and not even attempt to, come back with nothing. But, it's neither here nor there. They standing on it. They saying it's real. It's real. And I'm saying I can respect it because I understand standing up for your lady and doing things of that nature. And all I'm saying is, we're making comparisons. Hove did the same thing. He slapped the Grammys last night. He pointed out the fact that B got more Grammys than anybody, but she ain't never won Best Album. What is that about? That don't sound like something they had to have talked about that. So he had a chance to think about it. He went up there and he still needed to bring his daughter with him to keep him grounded. Otherwise, he'd have been saying, forgive my Brooklyn. Because he still got it in him. Bet that. Pause. But all I'm saying is pay attention, y'all. You can't. I don't know why this is so hard to understand about black men and their wives and certain things. We just not gonna just sit by and allow for you to do or say certain things in reference to our ladies, no matter who you are. I've said it before. I'm not gonna say whether Will Smith was right or wrong in what he did, but I understand. But on the same token, is Hove right or wrong for what he did? He stood up. He spoke against the powers that be. I mean, this is the only reason I can think that he said he was nervous. What he got to be nervous for? He's nervous because he's speaking out against these higher powers in for lack of a better expression, because they're not but these higher powers in the industry that could potentially damage his career. Nobody's too big to get knocked off the pedestal. I just want to. I mean, so it is what it is, though. I respect Will Smith actions. I respect Hope's actions. It could have went. I believe they both could have went either way. I don't know whether y'all agree or not. I don't see nobody else really making this comparison. I don't see how y'all watch that and it didn't dawn on y'all like this is literally Hove going on stage and smacking the Grammys. If the Grammys is one person standing there talking about B is not getting Best Album of the Year, he might have put hands on him like Will Smith put hands on Chris Rock, man. Forgive my Brooklyn, but that's just the way I see it. But y'all see it. Holler at me, forgive my Brooklyn at gmail.com. We customize it. Let me know what y'all want. Forgive my Brooklyn, forgive my Harlem, forgive my Atlanta, forgive my Chicago. We got it. What you want, hats, t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies, whatever you want. Forgive my Brooklyn at gmail.com. Let me know, man. We get that to you. Peace.